I don't think this is gonna work with the glare. Dang it! Hold on. It fixed it! Sort of. Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shanny, where every Thursday I answer your questions. Now the glare looks even worse. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! So today's Q&A is just gonna be one really long one instead of 4 short ones because I finally figured out obviously how to connect my computer to my camera so I don't have to split it up into 4 pieces anymore. So it's just gonna be one long one and I have no idea how long it's gonna be. I'm just gonna go until I feel like I'm gonna pass out, as always. So I'm gonna try and answer as many questions as I can. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, hold on. I'm getting all over. Okay, hold on a minute. First of all, thank you guys so freaking much for yesterday, for the support that you gave me on yesterday's video. It was probably one of the hardest videos I've done in a very, very, very long time. Like, almost as hard as the day in the life of the bulimic video, maybe as hard. And you guys gave me nothing but positivity and upliftingness and all of the things that you usually give me in love and support. And I wish I had time to just read the hundreds of comments that you guys left me because every single one of them meant the world to me. And thank you so much. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know that a lot of you have already noticed this, but that at first when I upload the video, I'll usually comment or I'll respond to your comments for the first few minutes or something. So sometimes I'll go longer and then sometimes I'll be in and out through the day to check. So if you see that I've responded to somebody else but not yours, don't take it personally. It's just whenever I feel like I can. And but just know that I read every single comment. So thank you. And I'm seriously overwhelmed, thank you, with all of the love and support that you guys gave me yesterday because that was not easy to do. So thank you, I love you, and thank you. Colleen Clothier asks, hi Shanny, hi. I'm so glad to hear you're not in as much pain anymore. I've been a subscriber for a few weeks now and I have loads of problems with my teeth also, as I have rumination disorder. I don't know what that is. What's rumination disorder? I'm so worried about going through what you have had to go through because I don't think I'm as strong as you are. Yes, you are. We're all strong. I didn't think that either. You're such an inspiration. Thank you. Is there anything you're looking forward to eating again when you're able to eat solid foods again? Love you. I love you too. That's funny because my mom and I were talking about this yesterday because we went to Outback Steakhouse and everybody around me was eating steak and goodness and all of the breads and the salads and the things. So that's on my mind right now, is like a big old steak. I'm really sorry, my vegan friends, but it's just the truth. I'm also anemic, so I crave meat a lot. I need meat. So probably meat and pizza and burgers and tacos, crunchy things, chips, popcorn, all of the things I'm looking forward to. So, okay, let's move on. Thank you, Colleen, and you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, Amelia Croc says, you are so brave. Thank you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Your gums are healing great. I love your voice so much. You make my day better with your movies. Question, do birds poop in a house or can they learn to do it like cats in one place? Sorry for the silly question. I love silly questions, you know that. So my birds poop wherever the crap they feel like crapping and pooping. So, but my bird that I've had for longer, my bird Buddy, the blue one, I have trained her to poop in a certain spot because every time I pick her up, I can tell when she's gonna poop. You can tell because they'll like get all puffy and you can feel the pressure, them pressuring all of their pressure down to their bowels. It's the funniest thing. So every time I pick Buddy up, she starts to poop, and so I'll take her to this spot in my room where I have paper on the floor and I'll say, okay, go poo poo, and she'll go right there. So I don't know if that's normal, but that's just what I do with her. But other than that, in their house, they just poop wherever the crap they feel like. Cheyenne Marie says, I know a lady that had to have all of her teeth pulled, and it And to make herself feel better about it, she would touch her nose with her tongue. Since her teeth weren't in the way, she could reach it. It seems silly, but it's better to make fun of a situation rather than letting it depress you. Should we try it? Okay, hold on a minute. I did it. Okay, you're right. That was really, really fun. Okay, zebra elephant, like zebra elephant together. That's cute. Zebra elephant. Dear Shanny, I'm wondering if you still have those issues like heart palpitations, dry mouth, dizziness, and all those things you had when you were still binging and purging. You seem to be and feel a lot better and healthier, and I'm really happy and proud that you've come this far. Thank you. Faithful Shanny Fanny since over a year. Love you. I love you too. Thanks for telling me that. That's awesome. Okay, so I would say it's hard for me to answer that right now just because of everything I'm going through with my body with all the medications that I'm on. I'm on a really heavy antibiotic, I'm on pain meds, I'm on all kinds of things that make me still sick and dry mouth and heart palpitations. Maybe not heart palpitations, but I get dizzy a lot and all of the things. Like, it kind of feels like I'm still sick, but I'm not. I haven't binged in... wait a minute. I don't do that anymore. Wait a minute, have we addressed this yet? I don't binge and purge anymore. When did that happen? I can't even remember the last time I did. Here's why, because I stopped counting the days because it put too much pressure on myself. And so I stopped counting and just taking it day by day by day. And now it's tons of days later and I'm, when did that happen? That's fantastic. Ask me that question again when I'm done with my tooth process, because I'm very curious to see how I will feel when that's all done too. And I'm curious to see how my body will feel, how I'm going to sing, how I'm going to talk, how I'm going to feel, all of the things. I'm really excited for that, but that won't happen until like August or September. So ask me again in the fall. That's not that long away, is it? Okay, Rebecca Fenton says, hey beautiful, hey. I remember in a previous video you mentioned that because of your eating disorder it interfered with you sleeping and you and Danny didn't sleep together. Do you find that since your recovery process that your sleeping patterns have gotten better? And when Danny is home, do you guys get to sleep together? Sorry if that's a weird question. I love you. I love you too. It's not a weird question at all. You guys know I'm an open book. So if you guys don't know what she's talking about, my husband and I don't sleep together. I don't mean sex, I mean we literally don't sleep together. We don't sleep in the same bed. And it was always for a lot of reasons, but I think the main one was my eating disorder and the fact that it kept me up all night. And I was on a horrible schedule back then. I would sleep during the day and be up all night, binging and purging. And so he was normal and slept at night. So that was one of the reasons, but the other reasons we did it are still there. And so no, we still don't sleep together very often. Sometimes he'll come in and we'll take a nap or something, but we don't last long. And here's why. First of all, we don't fit very well on the bed together. He's really tall and we have a sleigh bed, which means we've got two ends that come, and I've explained this before. You guys are probably so bored. I repeat myself so often. I'm so sorry. But anyway, but the other stupid little things have kind of kept us from still sleeping in the same bed. Like the fact that Danny snores a lot and the fact that I move around so much that I wake him up all the time because I'm constantly moving around. Like I'm not a steady sleeper. I'm constantly changing positions and being weird and stuff. I also talk in my sleep. I also do things to people in my sleep. That's another story. And also, Danny is I love that man more than anything, but that boy can let out some rancid gasages. out of that little bum of his. Like, his gas is so rancid that I wake up every time he does. Like, it wakes me up. I'm gagging. And we don't sleep with our door open because of my birds. We don't want to wake up my parents, and we never know when they're gonna start screaming. So we usually keep our door shut. So I mean, it's not a big enough room for the gasages to air out. So they'll just linger for days, not days, but like seriously, probably a good half an hour it will linger. Like, it does not go away. I don't know what that boy eats. I don't get it, but man, I can't. I just can't. I'm already super sensitive to smells. You guys know that. So with my super senses mixed with his super gasages, it's just not a good combination. But I love him and we're fine. Don't worry. We're just abnormal as a couple, but yeah. Okay, El Haggy, hi honey. Luli says, how is this gonna work time-wise? When are you getting the permanent top teeth, and then when are they removing the bottom teeth and working on the permanent bottom dentures? I know you've explained this process, but I don't know how long the whole thing takes before you only have recovery left. That's a good question. I'm confused too. But time-wise, I should be done with seeing the surgeon, fixing the teeth. I should have my permanent, all the way done teeth in August or September. So the process getting there is a little confusing, but that's when we plan on me having them, and I'm hoping by then I'll also be able to eat as well. So, because that would be really helpful when you're a human being to eat your food. So this isn't a question, but it's adorable. Chloe748 says, also TMI, but I'm laying on the bathroom floor waiting for a suppository to work. Because of my pain meds, I haven't pooped in nearly 2 weeks. I can tell you this because you share everything, LOL. Sure do. I'm watching your videos to distract me. Thank you. Also, with your dentures out, you may just be the cutest thing I've ever seen. You're adorable. Thank you. A lot of you guys are saying things like that, and that means the world to me. I'm sorry you haven't pooped in 2 weeks. That's not okay. So, do you want me to sing a poop song for you? Okay, what's your name? Chloe? Okay. Chloe needs to poop, but she can't just because she's on all the pain meds that make her constipated. But luckily she was able to go to the store and get herself the little suppository bullets that you put up your butthole, and then you wait for them to go in there and do their magic and break up the poop and let the poop come out smoothly. And also, thankfully, she's watching my videos, which is good for her and obviously me. So thank you. So Chloe, my dear, I hope you poop, and maybe try singing if you can't, because let me tell you that using the same muscle that you would use to sing is also the same muscle that makes you poop, and it's called your diaphragm. So you should use it and sing and poop and be a loop penis on your meds so that you can poop later. Okay, Caitlin says, Shanny, you continue to amaze me with your strength and courage. I'm so proud of you. Do your gums still hurt when the dentures are in? Wait, when the dentures are in, is there anything you can do for it? All they can do is pain management, but when I went to my last appointment, he said that, I mean, I probably already told you this. I don't remember though. I have a horrible memory of what I tell you guys and what I don't. But he told me that this, just that part of it, this is the part that the dentist warned me about, that getting dentures is extremely unpleasant and it's going to hurt for a long time, and that's just, you just have to deal with it. So they can do pain management for me, which is just pain medication and antibiotics and lots of rest and lots of fluids and just getting my body as healthy as we can so that it will fight off the infections longer, so that I won't have anything seriously wrong so I can heal faster. Do they hurt though? Do my gums still hurt when the dentures are in? My gums hurt worse than when the dentures are in, actually. When I take them out, it's like a huge like feeling of relief on my gums because they're still swollen. They still swell all the time. And so when I take them out and put them in, they're so swollen that it hurts every time to take them out and to put them in. But especially like if I've taken them out for longer than a few minutes, they'll swell back up, and then it's really hard to get them back in, and it hurts like crazy. So yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, it sucks, but it's just part of the process. Okay, Satare S? I don't know, but it's pretty. Hi, Shanny. Hi. I started watching your videos recently. I don't have a serious eating disorder, but I was abused as a kid, which just comes with a whole lot of crap on its own disorders. Sure does. And have found your content very relatable. I have major issues with my teeth, which cause me lots of anxiety. I feel like people judge me due to my teeth, so I try to hide them. To me, you are wonderfully brave. Thank you. You're sweet. I watched your video where you discuss forgiving the people that hurt you and wishing them the best. It cuts so deep for me because even though I don't have any contact with that person, he is still a huge presence in my siblings' lives. I wouldn't take that from them, but most people don't understand, so I never discuss it with anyone. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I don't want to make this comment too personal, but just say that I'm very grateful that I stumbled upon your channel. I am too. Thanks for coming. You are a godsend and have helped me tackle hard issues. Do you have any tips on maintaining an upbeat attitude while dealing with anxiety and depression? My goodness. Well, aren't you a strong little one? My goodness. Thank you for sharing that with us. Seriously. Thank you for sharing your story. That's really, really, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Okay. This is silly, and I've talked about this a million times, but I haven't talked about this since I've gotten like tons of thousands more subscribers, so a lot of you will be hearing this for the first time. I grew up in, okay, this is hard to explain. I first want to say that not every ounce of my childhood was horrible. Not every day was horrible. Not every day was abuse. Not every day. Like, there are so many people that go through way more abuse than I went through and all of that. But, and I know that that doesn't excuse it when it did happen, but I just want to put that out there, that there was a lot of love in my home growing up. And for me, because of the hard things we went through, and because of the hard things that, I mean, there were so many hard things going on in my family besides what I've told you guys. And I think because of that, I grew up being a very, like, I've always been a generally happy person, not happy, but like fake happy person, and a bubbly person. And, you know, I seem outgoing even though I'm not, like that kind of stuff. But I also would focus always focus on the most negative thing in my life that I could, because it would get me attention. Because there was so much going on, I felt that I would get more attention if I acted out, or if I made myself sick, which I did, or if whatever. And then once I kept getting that validation, that attention, when I would either do something bad or be sick in some way, then it just made me want to keep going. And so I just became this person that was so, like, I would almost just feel sorry for myself all the time and be like, okay, nobody can possibly understand what I've been through. Like, the things my family has been through is harder than anybody else in the whole world. Like, my view was just so little. Like, I did not broaden my view. I didn't open my mind very much to other people's stories. So what saved my life, actually, and what gave me the upbeat attitude and the positivity in my life was YouTube. I started YouTube because of Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings, and she is my hero. She taught me, probably without even knowing it, how to be positive no matter what's going on in your life. It's okay to grieve things and work through things and all that stuff, but it's also really, really important to look at the positivity in your life in order to truly like live, like live a fulfilling life. And I don't know, I just had never really had anybody in my life that, and YouTube, you guys know this, like you guys tell me this all the time, that I feel like a sister to you, or I feel like your best friend or something, because that's how it is. YouTube, everybody on YouTube is like a family. And with Colleen, I didn't even know what YouTube was till I discovered her, and I fell in love with her, and I feel like she's my sister. Like if I were to see her in public, I would hug her and she'd be like, who the crap are you? But I would, because I feel like I know her so well and all that. So so after watching her for a couple of months, I just felt inspired to start my own channel and to do it about my eating disorder, because my eating disorder has always been the thing that I would subconsciously, and I'm serious, it was subconscious, but kind of learned, I don't know how to explain that. I think it was subconscious that I would use my eating disorder for everything. Oh, I can't go to school, I have an eating disorder. Oh, I'll never get married, I have an eating disorder. No boys like me, I have an eating disorder. I can't do anything, I have an eating disorder. I feel sick, I have an eating disorder. Like everything was based around that. So I thought to myself, what if I like put it out there and just put my eating disorder out there and tried to help other people the way that Colleen helps so many young girls out there to stay positive and makes them laugh. And she has my personality. Like, see what I mean? Like we are so alike. And so I just fell in love with her personality, and I was like, wow, if somebody like her, if she can go on YouTube and put herself out there and be who she is, then I can too. And so I did. At first I was timid, obviously, but after a while all of my personality has come out, and because of her, and I watch her every day, even if she doesn't post every day, I'll go watch an old video of hers, because she just reminds you at the end of every video to stay positive and to be happy and to spread happiness and all of those things. And I don't know, just hearing those words every day really helps me. And I know a lot of you guys have told me that about what I tell you at the end of my videos. But so anyway, so for me, it's positivity is what has healed me. And so do you have any tips on maintaining an upbeat attitude while dealing with anxiety and depression? So what I would do is just, it's super important to address those things and to work through them, but don't let it define who you are anymore. Because if you're anything like I was, it's just a waste of life to do that. Like, what if I had fixed myself? Like, what if I had gotten all this help for myself like I have now? 12, 20 years, 10 years, even 20 years ago, but 10 years ago, I probably would have been able to have children. I probably would have been able to go to college. I probably would have been able to have a good job. Like all kinds of things, and relationships and like friendships and stuff. Like my eating disorder handicapped me, and it disabled me, like from life in general. So I would just let it be what it is, work through what it is for you, but don't let it define who you are, and try and stay as positive as you can. And okay, have I rambled long enough? I don't know why I'm so nervous talking. I get nervous when I talk about Colleen, okay? Listen, that girl is my queen. If I were to ever meet her in person, I think I would throw up all over her pretty, beautiful brown hair and dark brown eyes. Like, I would puke all over her if I ever saw her for reals, because I would be like, whoa, you're my hero. Why are you real? Like, how are you here in person? What is happening right now? But I love her, and I love you guys. So Hilla Illa, I like it. What does he go out of town for? I've been watching you for about a week, and I've already watched most of your videos. That's cool. I can't find you talking about why he goes out of town in any videos. Okay, so you're talking about Danny, my husband. My husband works in the film industry, and he mainly does he's mainly like over the props, not over, but he's in the props department. Like sometimes he's over it, sometimes he'll be the props master, but most of the time he's like the prop master assistant, I guess, but he also builds props, he designs props, he fixes props. He's always on set helping in every, like, he's Mr. Fix-It, and he'll be there to help whoever needs help, and he'll also be in charge of the props and making sure everything's set up and blah, blah, blah. Like, he does everything. He's on his feet constantly. Like, that boy does not get a break. So he goes out of town when they have to shoot out of town. So he, like, right now they're actually wrapping tomorrow, but they're doing a sci-fi TV show, and they just had to drive a couple hours south for the past few days to film some shots because it's warmer down there, except today they were welcomed with a big old blizzard, so that didn't work. But anyway, that's what he does. So Victoria Rose, if you could travel anywhere in the country, where would you go? Hawaii. Jayla Cintron says, sing without dentures. Do you guys want me to do that? Tell me below if you do. Maybe. XRIS13 says, my mom found out about my bulimia because of my coworkers and my dad, and we haven't really talked about it, but I'm wondering if it would be better to keep hiding my behavior or to just act out since she knows. I don't throw up anymore, but I'm not recovered. Never, ever think that it's the best idea to hide it from anybody. Eating disorders, I'm gonna repeat myself for the millionth time. Eating disorders thrive off of secrecy and loneliness. And the more you keep it a secret, the more you try and hide it, the longer it's gonna stay with you. Trust me on this. I have tried all different kinds of things, and I guarantee you will get sicker if you keep it a secret. So please don't hide it. Talk to your mom. Your mom loves you. She's there for you. Talk to her, seriously. Sherry Solomon says, Shanny, you're so beautiful. I love your smile. Thank you. It's fake. But thank you. You are well on your way to a new you. Thank you. I would love to hear you sing How Great Thou Art. It would sound so beautiful. Keep up the good work. Love you, girl. I love you too. I actually did sing that song. You just hear my voice, and I put it to pictures of my grandpa who died last year. And if you want to see that, I'll put the link below, and you can just hear me sing, but it will be to pictures of my grandpa who passed away. But if you would like for me to actually do like a video of it, like seeing me sing it and stuff, because in that one I kind of teared up a little too, so I wasn't able to get through most of it, but I could do that if you want. Let me know. I don't know. But go watch it first and then tell me, because maybe you won't want to anymore. I don't know. I'm getting tired. Okay, Amanda May says, is there any way once all this is over and you're healed and everything, you can do a recap video? How long the surgeries were and everything. I also need to get all my teeth pulled and I'm terrified. Your videos have helped me so much. Thank you. Oh, that's sweet, honey. I would love to do that. In fact, I was planning on doing something like that. So yeah, I'll do that for sure. When it's all done, I'll do a whole wrap-up recap video of my year, because it's gonna take almost a year. So yeah, I'll do that for sure in the fall. So I'll see you in the fall for that. Marissa Metzmer says, you live in Utah? You should do a meet and greet at Lagoon. That would be fun. Would you come? Are you from Utah? That would be fun. I was actually thinking of, okay, this probably won't work because, I don't know. I was thinking that since we're going to Disneyland in April, I could do a meet and greet there. But then you'd all have to come to Disneyland. But it might be good for those of you that live really close by if you just want to come on over and I could meet you outside the door if you don't want to buy a ticket. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because that would be so much fun. I want to meet some of you guys. I really, really want to meet some of you guys so bad. Okay, Caroline Mickle says, questions. Oh, you have lots of them. Thank you. Have you ever tried marijuana? Also, do you drink alcohol occasionally? If so, what do you like to drink? I like champagne and beer once in a while. And have you ever been drunk? And if you could give yourself any gift, what would the gift be? Those are great questions. Okay, so a lot of you have already, not a lot, one of you have tried. So someone has already pointed out to her that I'm Mormon, and that kind of goes against our rules and our faith and stuff. But I don't judge anybody that smokes marijuana or drinks alcohol or does whatever. That's why does anybody judge anything for anything? Why does anybody judge anybody for anything? Like, it's your life, you can do what you want with it. But no, I personally have never tried marijuana. Alcohol, sort of, but not, I wouldn't say so, no. Like, I tried licking it once. Like, I was just curious because we were staying with my stepsisters, Liz and Julie, their family back east, and they drink, and we were staying in their basement, and they had like the whole alcohol bar. And you know, me being a rebel that I've always been, so I was like probably 13, 14 years old, and just grabbed a bottle of vodka and kind of like stuck my tongue in there and it burned, and it was really lovely. But other than that, not so much, I don't think. Does NyQuil count? I've had that a lot. Danny's been drunk before, and he said it was like the worst experience of his life. But I don't know. I know nothing about that stuff, so I don't know. But I seriously don't judge you if you do. So, what was the other one? If you could give yourself any gift, what would it be? I don't know. Probably, if it's a material thing, a house. If I could give myself any gift, it would be a house. Antoinette Bev says, what is one piece of advice you would give to a younger you, and one piece of advice you would give to someone else to help their eating disorder recovery? I should have thought of this ahead of time. Something like, I don't know how to word it, but I have it in my mind, but I can't get it out. Something like, work through the shit with your positivity lit. So work through the hard things, but do it in a positive way. So work through the shit with your positivity lit. That was a good one. Rin Sullivan says you should sing Defying Gravity from Wicked. I would love to do that. I've never even like for fun sing that song. But let's try it, shall we?
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you won't bring me down. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. That was me attempting and butchering it. Would you like me to actually try and sing it for real? I could try. That's a hard song to sing, I had no idea.
Okay, I'm gonna end on this question, and this question is from my sister, Michelle. And she originally asked me this question through a text message to me, and then I was like, no, you need to go put that in my comments so that I can ask it on, or so that I can answer it on a Q&A. And because it just made me pee my pants, it was so funny. So Michelle says, wait, what if you get caught on fire and burnt to a crisp? Do the dentures hold up so we can still identify you? And they have like a serial number on them? Sincerely, the best sister. Thank you, Michelle. That's a great question, except it really is. Because are these it's actually a good question. What if I am to be burned to a crisp and you guys can't find anything to identify? How are you gonna identify me with the fake dentures in there? Are these fireproof? Do I need to be asking my surgeon? I don't know. How are you gonna, I'm not gonna have any moles or scars or my big butt to identify me, so I don't know. That's a good question, actually. It made me laugh, but it's actually a good question. I'm probably just gonna need to not burn alive. And hopefully that would solve the problem. But thank you for caring, Shelly. I miss you. Okay, so thank you for watching this really long Q&A. You're welcome. Tell me if you liked it, if it was okay to do just one huge long Q&A like this. Is that easier for you guys? Whatever. And I will see you tomorrow for a fun Friday video. And remember forever and always that you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye.